In this video, I'm going to show you how to start an LLC in New York step by step, and more importantly, how to do it without making the common mistakes that trip up a lot of new business owners. Now, if you've been looking into starting a business in New York, you've probably noticed something pretty quickly. Compared to some other states, New York's LLC process can seem a little more complicated, and that's because it actually has a couple of extra requirements that don't exist in many other states. So naturally, a lot of entrepreneurs start researching this, open a few government websites, see a bunch of legal terms and forms, and then start wondering if they're about to mess something up. But here's the thing, once you understand the steps involved, starting an LLC in New York is actually very manageable. You just need to know the right order to do things in, and you need to make sure you don't skip a couple of the requirements that are unique to this state. So in this guide, I'm going to walk you through the entire process of starting a New York LLC, from choosing your business name all the way to getting your EIN and opening a business bank account. And if you'd rather have someone guide you through the process and handle the paperwork for you, I'll also explain why many entrepreneurs use Northwest Registered Agent when forming their LLC. If you want to check them out later, I do have a discount link for Northwest Registered Agent in the description and pinned comment below the video. But before we jump straight into the steps, it's helpful to first understand why so many entrepreneurs choose the LLC structure in the first place. So first of all, let's quickly talk about what an LLC actually is. An LLC stands for Limited Liability Company, and it's one of the most popular business structures used by entrepreneurs in the United States. Now, the main reason people choose an LLC is because it provides liability protection. Without an LLC, most small businesses operate as sole proprietorships by default. And in that situation, you and your business are legally considered the same entity. So if the business runs into legal trouble or financial issues, your personal assets could potentially be at risk. Now, when you form an LLC, the business becomes its own legal entity. That separation between you and the company helps protect your personal finances in many situations. Another advantage is that an LLC can make your business appear more professional. So when you're dealing with customers, suppliers, or banks, operating under a registered company name often carries more credibility than operating under your personal name. Now, there are also tax flexibility benefits with LLCs depending on how the business is structured. So overall, an LLC tends to strike as a good balance between simplicity and protection, which is why so many entrepreneurs choose it when starting a new business. Now, with that understanding in mind, let's walk through the actual process of starting an LLC in New York. So the first step in forming your New York LLC is choosing a name for your business. Now, your LLC name must be unique and distinguishable from other businesses registered in the state of New York. It also needs to include a designator such as LLC or Limited Liability Company. So before you file any paperwork, it's important to check whether the name you want is actually available. Now, you can do this by searching the New York Department of State Business Database, which allows you to see whether another company has already registered the name. And this is something you definitely want to check early, because if the name you submit is already taken, the state will reject your filing and you'll have to go back and start that part of the process again. So once you confirm that your business name is available, you're ready to move forward with the next step. Now, the next step is designating a registered agent for your LLC. Every LLC in New York is required to have a registered agent. Now, a registered agent is responsible for receiving official legal documents and government notices on behalf of your business. So if the state sends you compliance notices, or if your business receives legal correspondence, those documents are delivered to your registered agent. Now, technically in New York, the Secretary of State acts as the default registered agent for LLCs. But many business owners still choose to use a separate registered agent service. And there are a couple of reasons for that. First, it helps ensure that important legal documents are handled properly. And second, it can help keep your personal address off public records. Now, this is one reason many entrepreneurs choose Northwest Registered Agent. They provide registered agent services and also guide you through the LLC formation process step by step, which can make the entire setup much easier if this is your first time starting a business. So if you want to check them out later, remember there's the discount link for Northwest Registered Agent in the description and pinned comment below the video. Now, once you've handled the registered agent requirement, the next step is filing the document that officially creates your LLC. So at this point, you're ready to file the Articles of Organization. Now, this is the document that officially forms your LLC with the New York Department of State. The articles of organization include some basic information about your business. This typically includes your LLC name, the county where your business will be located, and the address where legal documents should be sent. Now, the filing fee for the articles of organization in New York is currently $200. And most entrepreneurs choose to submit this document online, although it can also be filed by mail. So once the state reviews and approves your filing, your LLC officially exists. But now here's where New York is a little different from many other states, because forming the LLC is not the final step. Now, this next step is one that surprises a lot of new business owners. New York has something called the LLC publication requirement. So within 120 days of forming your LLC, you are required to publish a notice of your LLC formation in 2 newspapers in the county where your business is located. Now, those newspapers must be approved by the county clerk, and the notice must run once per week for 6 consecutive weeks. So after the publication period is complete, the newspaper provides affidavits confirming that the notice was published. You then submit those affidavits to the state along with a document called the Certificate of Publication. Now, this requirement doesn't exist in most other states, which is why it catches so many entrepreneurs off guard. So because of that, many business owners choose to use an LLC formation service that helps manage this step and ensures everything is completed correctly. Now, once your LLC is formed, the next step is creating an operating agreement. Now, an operating agreement is a document that outlines how your LLC will operate internally. So it typically explains things like ownership structure, profit distribution, and how major business decisions will be made. Now, interestingly, New York actually requires LLCs to adopt an operating agreement. However, the document does not need to be filed with the state. It simply needs to exist as part of your company records. So even if you're the only owner of the LLC, having an operating agreement is still useful because it helps reinforce the legal separation between you and the business. Now, once your LLC has been formed, the next step is obtaining an employer identification number, also known as an EIN. Now, this number is issued by the IRS and functions as a tax identification number for your business. So you will typically need an EIN if you want to open a business bank account, hire employees, or file certain tax forms. Now, the good news is that applying for an EIN is completely free, and in most cases, the application can be completed online through the IRS website in just a few minutes. So many entrepreneurs receive their EIN almost immediately after submitting the application. Now, once you have your EIN, the next step is opening a business bank account. And this is actually an extremely important step because keeping your business finances separate from your personal finances helps maintain the liability protection provided by your LLC. It also makes accounting and tax preparation much easier as your business grows. Now, when opening a business bank account, most banks will ask for your articles of organization, your EIN, and personal identification. So once your business bank account is set up, your company will be fully operational from a financial standpoint. Now, technically, you can go through all these steps yourself by navigating the New York government websites and filing the paperwork manually. But many entrepreneurs prefer using an LLC formation service because it simplifies the process and helps avoid mistakes. One service that many business owners choose is Northwest Registered Agent. Instead of trying to interpret legal forms and government instructions on your own, their platform guides you through the entire setup process step by step. So you simply provide the details about your business and they prepare and submit the formation documents on your behalf. They also provide registered agent services and help ensure that requirements like the New York publication rule are handled correctly. And again, if you want to check them out, I do have a discount link for Northwest Registered Agent in the description and pinned comment below the video. So overall, starting an LLC in New York might seem complicated at first, especially because of the publication requirement. But once you understand the process, it becomes much easier to navigate. So generally speaking, forming a New York LLC involves choosing a business name, designating a registered agent, filing the articles of organization, completing the publication requirement, creating an operating agreement, getting an EIN, and opening a business bank account. And once those steps are completed, your LLC will be officially registered and ready to operate. Now, if you found this guide helpful, make sure to give the video a thumbs up so more entrepreneurs can find it. And if you want more tutorials about starting a business, forming an LLC, and growing your company, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more practical guides like this. And of course, if you have any questions about starting an LLC in New York, feel free to leave them in the comments below because I read every comment and I'm always happy to help. And if you're ready to start your New York LLC and want a simple way to do it, you can check out Northwest Registered Agent using the discount link in the description and pinned comment below the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.